Hey guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do our tips for round 12 for the AFL season 2015. Unbelievable.
What's unbelievable, mate?
The season.
Oh, yeah, it is a pretty good season, mate, so I'm just mucking around with you, but
I knew you were.
the tips go pretty quick with these buys, don't they?
They do, about 6 minutes instead of 9 minutes, so it's about a tip a minute. But anyway, let's get into the tips. Adelaide and Hawthorn at Adelaide Oval. Big game, this one.
Yeah, on the Thursday, that'll be good.
It will be, yeah, certainly.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good game too, I reckon, but I'll tip the Hawks by 23 points. They'll just get the job done, I reckon. The Crows still lacking a couple of midfielders that they might like in, but I think they will just be too good for the Crows.
No, just be too good. Solid. I've gone with the Hawks by 8 points. The Crows traditionally challenged them in Adelaide, so I don't think it'll be a big margin by any means, but I've been wrong in saying big and small margins. So the Hawks are just a better outfit, and I don't think the Crows are that great. They're a good side at best, I think, and I think the Hawks will be too strong.
Yeah, fair call.
Richmond and the Eagles at the MCG. Big game here with the Eagles in good form, somewhat.
This is a tough one, I reckon. I've gone Richmond by 4 points, but it's tough. I feel like West Coast may be the better side, but given it's in Melbourne, plus Richmond are at close to peak form.
Yes.
Even Jeremy McGovern looks like he's out. That almost is enough to just sway me to Richmond because he's a big out for them.
He certainly
and the Tigers do choose to play quite a few talls, so I think I'll go the Tigers, but just, mate.
Well, you've gone with the Tigers by 16 points. I think they'll get it done, not comfortably, but not by the skin of their teeth either. So
yeah.
I think they're in great form at the moment. Being at the MCG, the Eagles barely play there, and I know where they've played this year hasn't mattered too much with the opposition they play because they've been playing good footy, but I think Richmond will be too good here to get the Eagles done.
Yeah.
No, I haven't gone with anything. Carlton and Port Adelaide at the MCG. Danger game for Port Adelaide.
Yeah, toughest tip of the round, I feel. I thought about this one. I feel as if Carlton are due for a win, or they're starting to build towards one. But I'm not going to tip them. I've gone Port Adelaide by 7
He
points.
hates the Blues.
Again, just going on that feel, I just feel as if Port Adelaide are close to not playing like they were. They're obviously struggling, but just getting a little bit more out of that rut, and just a game that they can't afford to lose if they want to keep in touch with the 8 at all.
Exactly, yeah.
So I've gone them just because they weren't terrible against us, but surely they've got more improvement to come, you would hope, as a Port fan.
You'd like to think so. I've gone with Carlton by 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
Just as a pure upset. I think Carlton really took it to the Crows, and I personally believe Adelaide are going slightly better than Port Adelaide at this point in time. I think they're due for a win as well, and you look at the St Kilda and Fremantle game last year. Fremantle could ill afford to have dropped that game because they needed to keep in touch with the top 4. They did by the end of the season, but they got thrashed in that game, unbelievably. So I think Carlton are a good chance.
Yeah,
they're overdue. But
50-50 one.
It's a very tough one. Next one is GWS in North Melbourne at Spotless, and I reckon I know you're going to tip, and we may or may not agree.
I'm going for the Giants, mate.
I expected that, yep.
22 points.
Yep.
Nah, they're very tough to beat up there, and
Certainly.
North Melbourne are super inconsistent. You're not quite sure what you're going to get from them, but I just think the pure fact that up there, plus I reckon they're a top 5 or 6 team, the Giants, so they keep performing, keep going well.
They do, yeah.
So on that basis, I think they'll have a nice little win here.
Very good. I've gone with the Giants by 10 points. We've agreed on this one.
There you go.
As you said, North Melbourne, which North Melbourne side's going to show up. I really don't think they should have beaten the Eagles the other week, but whatever happens, whatever goes on there. As you said, the Giants are a great side up at Spotless or in Sydney, and North Melbourne, I don't rate them at all. I don't even know how people even thought they could reproduce what they did last year.
Got that, people.
There's nowhere near a top 4 side. Fremantle, Hawthorn, Sydney are miles ahead of them.
Yeah, I feel we might touch on that in the Q&A, mate.
We may.
Yeah.
We may. So, that's enough on that one. Giants by 10. Western Bulldogs and the Brisbane Lions at Etihad Stadium. There's been a couple of mixed results over the last couple of years, with Brisbane thrashing them and the Dogs thrashing them in the opening rounds. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I think the Dogs pretty comfortably, mate. About 33 points, I reckon I'll have them done. But Yeah, Brisbane are struggling a bit. We all know that, but down in Melbourne in particular, the Dogs should welcome a few back. I think they're expecting to bring a few midfielders in particular back. So
It's always handy.
that'll help. They play Etihad extremely well.
Libba playing next week?
No, Libba won't come back. But they'll get the job done, mate. What do you reckon?
Perfect. I've gone with the Dogs by 13 points. I'm probably making it sound like an absolute blockbuster, but it's tough to get a gauge when those two play. And Brisbane probably play, I reckon, their second best ground they play is at Etihad. And sometimes the Dogs don't produce, as great as they could in terms of results. I remember the other week, I can't remember what it was, but when they were expected to win against the D's, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Probably expected to win that one, but at Etihad might make it a bit more homeful for them. Should get a win there. But the final game, and a big game, Geelong and Melbourne at Simmons Stadium. Cool round, right, 300th. You're probably going to go to it. What's going to go on here?
I think we'll win pretty comfortably as well, 39 points. So, we're a better side than Melbourne, especially coming down here. Very tough to win for any side to come down here, let alone Melbourne, who are, they're an improving side and a developing side, but it'd take a mighty effort to come down to Geelong and knock off an informed Cats side. So I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, you picked the words out of my mouth, mate. I've gone with Geelong by 39 points as well. Okay. We don't look at our tips until we've actually finished them. So we both went Geelong by 39. Again, it's very tough to win at Simmons for any side, let alone a side that's just improving. And Corian at 300th, I don't think it necessarily makes you play better, but it's a helpful little guide there for what you might expect. And we're a better team and in good form. So I don't see us losing, but no guarantee in saying that. no game changes here, guys.
No game change, yeah.
So those are our tips for round 12. Feel free to comment any tips you have for the round. Who do you think is going to win and whatnot? And don't forget to like the video, share it around to your mates so they can put in their tips as well.
They can.
As many tips as possible. That's always good. Don't forget to subscribe as well. It's the most important thing. Keep clicking that subscribe button because we love subscribers. It's as simple as that. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for sticking around and we'll see you all next time.